I'm going to show you now how we can install RNBO template so you can export plugins for Unity. Let's go. So first of all, you have to install CMake. CMake download. And we install CMake. In the meantime, we are downloading and installing Git. And we install Git now. And then in Visual Studio 2019 Community Edition, you can find them here. 2019 download, sign in. So in my case, I have an older version. It's going to update now. Next, now what we have to do, you have to go to the Git of RNBO example JUCE. This is a template project for creating RNBO and JUCE-based desktop applications and or audio plugins. So we need that. You have to sign in or make a new GitHub account. A lot of stuff, I know. Then what you are going to do is you're going to create a new repository from this one. And you're going to give it a name like RNBO Windows. I'm going to make it private in this case. And I create a repository. Now we have everything from the original one in our server, but what we want to do now, we want to make it local. My suggestion is to use fork to control the Git, which is free. So for now, we don't put any user information. We're going to log in with our GitHub information in a few minutes. I'm going to log in with my GitHub. Yeah, Visual Studio is asking to reboot. We'll do that very soon. You go to fork, file, accounts, and you add your GitHub. And it's asking to authorize. Great. And now I can go to repository. And here we have the one that we just made, and we can start downloading. It's asking where. And we clone. Look here, permission denied. If you set it up for the first time in this computer, you have to configure your SSH key. Test connection, it doesn't like it, so you go configure SSH keys and you can press this plus button, new SSH key. We can call it whatever, RNBO win-win. Yeah, you see here, it didn't like it because there is another one that I called this way. So let's call it win-win. And I put, this is important, you put the email of your account. And it generates. So this is the key here now. You copy it and you go to your GitHub account settings and you see this SSH and GPG keys, new SSH key, paste, and we call it also, how did we call it before? RNBO win add, and now okay, we say okay, and let's test the connection now, and it works. So now we can clone it, which means that it's going to download all the files in one place. After we have cloned our repository and we have it locally, we need to initialize the JUCE submodule. To do that, we open the command prompt and we write cd. We copy paste the path, or we can just drag and drop here, and after that we write git submodule update init recursive progress, and we press enter. It worked. So we have first to write cd to go to this path, and then we write the command, and after a while, although it's unresponsive, magic happens. Now that we have everything ready, let's make our first Unity plugin. Okay, let's go to Max. So we have this patcher RNBO that we took from this guy, and we go here on this little show export sidebar. We press on it, and what we want to do, we have all these target exports, and what we need is the C++ source code export. We choose our export file in the desktop and make a new folder. Export, okay. And we select the folder. The name is important. We need to be RNBO source.cpp. We can export to selected target. Let's do the export. Everything is exported. Now what we want to do is to build the plugin, and we'll use CMake for that. We have the Unity and we have the RNBO. We have our build folder and our export folder. Now to do is to move whatever we had in the export folder, we move it in the export folder of the local repository we have. And then what we want to do is to go to command prompt cd and link it to the build folder, and then we will use CMake and Visual Studio. We are going to ask CMake dash g quote Visual Studio 16, and boom. Done. And now we ask it again, CMake. Don't forget the dot. And now, if we go to in the build RNBO audio plugin artifacts, debug Unity, and we can find this is our plugin, which is cool. And now what we want to do, we create a new Unity session. We are going to go to assets and create an extra folder calling it plugins. And we drop there our newly made DLL. We move the plugins folder inside the assets. So normally now you can see it here. And we can see our plugins. And we want a new mixer. So we press Ctrl 8. We don't have mixers yet. And we make a new audio mixer. It's great. We have to make it load on startup. And now we go to audio. And here we have our delay with all the parameters. We test it now. Let's create a cube. Let's put an audio source and an audio clip. We want to try the plugin. Okay, let's make a folder, call it audio, and there we put our sound there. Back to our cube. Play on awake. So theoretically, if we start here, we listen to the sound coming from here, and also the cool thing is we can hear the delay time. Dry, delay time, wet. It works.